Welcome, everybody. Welcome. This is Tellman Knutson, and you are here for episode 188 for the Get Shit Done Show of the Get Shit Done Show. Good morning. It's Monday, July 7th, 9:29 a.m., and I'm broadcasting live on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. And today, we're here to talk about focus. This is episode 188 of the Get Shit Done Show. We go live every single day. The whole idea behind the Get Shit Done Show is I want to help you to get shit done. And that's why we created getshitdone.com, community for people who want to increase their productivity, overcome procrastination, and get shit done. If that sounds like you, please join us at getshitdone.com. If you like the Get Shit Done Show and everything we're doing here, check out the community and see how that works for you. Today, I want to talk about a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, something that I've been, ironically enough, focused on for most of my life. Growing up, I had a hard time focusing in class. I couldn't sit still. My mind wandered, often daydreaming, hyperactive, little stressed, little tense, little anxious, always fidgeting, both physically and mentally. I was a classic ADD kid. And at a time where it wasn't popular to be ADD, right? Times have changed. I think fortunately was never medicated. However, over the years, I had to find my own ways of hacking the system, so to speak. I had to find my own workarounds to help me to focus. And if you have a hard time focusing, or if you have anyone in your life that is ADD or is challenged with focus, either an adult or a child, say something in the comments. Let me know what's going on. I just want to welcome Dave, welcome Ray, Ko, Mario, Leonard, Dawn, or maybe Donna, Crazy Cape, what's going on? Welcome. Theumk, Paul, Stephanie, Rodney, Penny, Night Owl. You're up early. Welcome, everybody. Cheryl. How's it going? My name's Tellman Knutson. This is episode 188 of the Get Shit Done Show, and we're here to talk about focus today. So I've been a hypnotist for 25 years. And when I became a hypnotist, one of my hopes that was dashed at the time was that I could open a hypnotherapy practice that was focused on helping people with attention deficit disorder. Now, I live in a fairly small town in the greater scheme of things. It's not a city. It's a closing in on a city, but it's definitely a town in Vermont. We have a few coffee shops. We have a post office. We have a downtown, right? But not big enough to have a Starbucks, thankfully. And so, Starbucks isn't all bad, but I'm just saying, just to give you an idea. I didn't find, when I was doing this, it was very early in the ADD days, over 20 years ago, and generally it was assumed kids suffered from ADD, but adults didn't really track with that at that point so much. Adults weren't coming in for focus problems. Kids were the ones that were being reported to have focus problems, but adults didn't necessarily want to bring their kids into hypnosis unless they'd experienced it, because, misconceptions about hypnosis, all these types of things. So I wasn't able to successfully build my business at the time to be focused on ADHD and focus primarily because of population density, I think. I went on to learn internet marketing, and I went on to study with Alex Mandossian and learned how to do teleseminars before webinars existed, and actually started a whole company that created hypnosis oriented and NLP oriented training programs for people with ADHD, called Instant ADD Success. We had a big membership site. We have about 10,000 paying customers. I had a really cool home study program that was called Hyper Focus One. That it cost $500, and it was a series of recorded hypnosis sessions to help you take your attention deficit disorder symptoms that were ruining your life and learn how to use them purposefully and turn them into skills to ramp to turn them on or to lower them, the intensity of the symptoms at will, to learn how to be in control of your mind instead of your mind being in control of you is the idea, right? And it worked really, really, really well. Focus is something I've always had none of or all of, right? I'm either hyper focused or not focused. Now, as I've gotten older, I've found that I'm more consistent. I'm more the edges have come off a little bit, right? And so I find that Rosemary, hello, welcome. Lena, William, Age, Jackson, Doug, what's going on? Welcome everybody. Jules, Master Cosmo Girl, Melissa, Rob, Rose Quartz, welcome, welcome. Jay Vigaloni, Stephen, Anna, QC, Jim, Lisa, Andrew, Annie, Mojo, Molly, Sunshine. Wow, all sorts of people. Tinker Daddy, Riley, John, Chris. Welcome, everybody. My name is Tellman Knudsen. I'm the founder of the Get Shit Done Show. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you tuning in. We're talking about focus today. So I want to give you a couple tips, a couple strategies that you can use to increase your focus right now for yourself or a friend or family member, right? Number one is start doing things in fairly short chunks. Now, I have called this intentional distraction for quite a few years before I learned about the Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique far predates me. So this is very similar to the Pomodoro technique. So what I want you to do is start with a 25-minute timer. And so you want to break your day up where you're doing work focus activities, whether it's studying, reading, writing papers, doing dishes, working on customer support in your business, working on a sales letter, if you work from a computer, work from home, the different types of tasks that you have where you aren't as productive as you want to be and where you want to be more focused. Just start by setting a 25-minute timer. Okay, work on that one thing as hard as you can for 25 minutes straight, and then take a 5-minute break. That's it. Okay, just pure and simple. Start with that. You can then work on that same activity all day, though you will run out of juice at some point, or you can rotate your activities. And I recommend rotating your activities for most people most of the time that have a problem with focus, is rotate your activities to actually stimulate and work with different parts of your brain. Do it in short 25-minute increments. Take a 5-minute break. And if you find that you can't pull off the 25 minutes, try 20 minutes. Try 15 minutes. But most people respond well to a short-term deadline like 25 minutes with a absolute non-work break afterwards. So walk around the block, brush and floss your teeth, listen to some music, if you work from home, do some dishes, something, right? But radically different activity during your break, or just close your eyes for 5 minutes. And so that's the easiest way to immediately increase your focus. The second thing is, quite frankly, is if you're having a hard time with focus in every area of your life, then I'd like you to ask yourself if you're doing something important enough, or if you're just going through the motions. Are you actually doing something where you're growing, where you're learning, where you're challenged, where you're putting in effort and failing, where you're putting in effort and sometimes winning? Are you doing something that means something to you? Are you doing something for more than just you? Are you making money for more than just you? Um, do you give money back? Do you volunteer in some sort of charitable type capacity? Do you have children? Are you taking care of your parents? Are you building a community? Are you building a business? Are you creating jobs for others? Are you doing something for your church or spiritual organization? Or is it just you? And what I found is people who are generally just working with themselves, by themselves, for nobody else other than themselves, have a real hard time with focus and contentment, right? I recommend that you get out there in the world and start doing things with other people and for other people. You'll find that your drive goes through the roof. Tip number 3 for the day. This is the easy one. I grew up, I'm a metalhead. I grew up listening to heavy metal. I sang heavy metal a little bit in band growing up, and I still love heavy metal sometimes. I'm more like a bluegrass kind of guy now. But I'll tell you that listening specifically to the Baroque, Baroque, Baroque era, the Baroque type of classical music. You can find it on a playlist on Spotify. Quietly in the background while you're doing whatever it is that you need to do to focus, you will start to feel the left and right side of your hemispheres resonating. You'll probably start to feel your third eye buzz a little bit. Your mind will shift into that highly focused state, and time will fall away, and you will get more done than you ever could have possibly imagined with a little bit of practice. Of course, one of the number one things that I help people with hypnosis is focus, to overcome distractions, to increase follow through, to improve your consistency, to grow your work ethic, to strengthen your determination, to improve your resiliency, to help you be fully committed to what's truly important to you, to find what's truly important to you if you've lost your path and lost your way. If that sounds interesting to you, then I currently have 23 spots open for private clients. I'm rolling out a brand new offer right now for private clients. If you're interested in working with me to improve your focus or transform your life in some other area, go to workwithtellman.com. WorkWithtellman.com. You can go to workwithtellman.com and you can sign up for your first private session, and then we can chat about whether or not it makes sense to do something longer term, or if just a few sessions will do you. So this is Tellman Knudsen, wishing you all the best. Thank you for tuning into the Get Shit Done show. I appreciate you being here. And this has been episode 188, all about focus. If you enjoy the Get Shit Done show, please join us at getshitdone.com. It is a free hypnosis session for you that will hypnotize you to get shit done if you want to experience that. If you want to get more done today, listen to it. And then if you want to work with me personally, you can go to workwithtellman.com, which is in the description on every platform except TikTok. And on TikTok, you can just go workwithtellman.com, workwithtellman.com. This is Tellman. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Not sure what time, but I will see you tomorrow for episode 189. All right. You know what time it is? It's time to get shit done. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.